We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a...
This is Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Did well to block that right hook. The hook scores. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That left hook misses. A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You feel good? Good man.
And there's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until you're...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That hook doesn't score. Which fighter will say no mas? at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What a punch. Punch, counter punch. Insane action. Looking to land the hook. Good count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round.
You got complacent. Fight's not over yet. You got to go out.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath back.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. And he scores with the counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. The pound for pound king, Canelo is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Another scoring shot there. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Alvarez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big. There's the bell for round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. May you continue.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
But look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the... It's okay to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
6, 7, 8.
the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Alvarez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
With the hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Can't land the jab there. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. That jab is slick.
Sky, you're much better. He's not in your league. Come on,
Middle, can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back his time.
This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That counter shot lands. The stamina is off the charts. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an ant.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about thoughts in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you...
Round 7, here we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right.
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of...
I can't believe it. They are giving up. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Switch stance like this. Won't be doing the gym.
Now you're switching off. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're gonna go back out there and lose the match? You gotta get out there, switch on, and get your pot.
Let's do it. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back...
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for and here he is, Bud. Ryan Spice Boy Rhodes, who at the age of 20 became the youngest post-war holder of the British title and has also challenged for the WBO middleweight title.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Sheffield, England, here is a British, an international, and a European light middleweight champion, Ryan Spice Boy Rhodes.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Close the door, close the curtains.
All
This
right.
is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Nice lead hook. Optional chins, by the way. The straight right just misses. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want.
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3. They're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it.
Let him back into the fight.
Here we go for round 2. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just split the guard with enough, and down goes Ryan Rhodes. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Rhodes in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Missing with the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punch. Straight right just misses. Goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does...
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Rhodes in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be... Back at it in round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They blocked the left there. A perfect counter lands. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell.
On to the fifth we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick smash, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They threw the hook, it didn't land. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are chin-checking each other. Left hook just missed. Straight right just misses. Only catching air with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it.
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Ryan Rose did not take that punch well, and he may go down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win. Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Katie Taylor. She's 165 centimeters tall with a reach of 168. Facing her, it's Sophie Leash, 168 centimeters tall, weighed in at 56.7 kg. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever. Sophie Leash.
This bout is
not too many seats to be had. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A perfect counter lands. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked?
There's a counter shot.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things... Here we go. It's round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Swarmer, good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you whenever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Down goes Sophie. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. On to the third. Well, I think we can all agree that was not the best round for her. Let's see what kind of advice and strategy their corner goes with heading into this next round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
On display here is incredible. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Insane action. That punch doubled her over. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. It has not been going well for her. Here we go to the fourth round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook doesn't score. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Think of holding on here for a minute. This is a high. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Exchange punches. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm.
She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
If they want to win this round, they got to turn it around here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
powerful counterpunch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
These punches coming from every angle. Catch and shoot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Misses with the jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. It's bombs away. Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. I'm worried about round 7. Here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to...
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.